Hello. Gonna be continuing on with my League of Legends ADC analysis. Gonna be analyzing a match from mine that was quite a stomp for me. Gonna see what I did well and try to squeeze some value. I usually only want to post like my losses, right? But I've been sharing this account and someone's been demoting it like crazy, so I've kind of just been winning. So I'm gonna go on to my actual main in like emeralds, but I'm thinking more like a platinum ADC, so that's gonna be intriguing. We're gonna go on to my actual main and get some losses that are actually at my skill level. So without further ado, let's begin. All right, so first thing first up, what's the matchup saying? So in ADC, you want to acknowledge if you win uh, short or long trades. So we're playing double range into melee all in ADC. So with a melee support and a lethal tempo ADC, they're obviously gonna do well in long trades, right? You could make the exception with being Kai'Sa or something because Kai'Sa is more of like a bursty champion, but without mistake, if Pantheon orders 3 times, if Tristana orders 3 times, I'm going to die, right? And looking at our side, I'm not a slouch on lethal tempo as well. So if I get an opportunity to utilize lethal tempo, perhaps after a fail engage on my support, we're gonna see results. But we also got to look at our support summoners. I don't know if Aerie is the best with Senna, right? Because Senna's a weird support because you're basically playing with another ADC that could also like win a fight through pure long trades alone. But if we look at what Senna is actually running, more specifically here, it's Aerie, which is a short trade, small shield run. So our win condition is to react well after failed engages on my support or poke them like crazy on the turret. And yeah, without further ado, let's begin. It's going to be a bit hard to get this level 2 versus Tristana E, since it's notorious for pushing waves like crazy. I'm staggering a bit too damn much, right? But the thing about Pantheon is he can literally just jump on you level 1. You're going to take a crap ton of damage and it won't even be that bad for him. So you got to show respect. If your support doesn't want to trade and be aggressive, you just got to adapt. Oh, but that's interesting though. Instantly try to abuse the level 2. My center has flash and heal. So I honestly think maybe I could have pushed a bit further there. I could have. I think I definitely could have like ignored Pantheon and just run her the hell down. And eventually Senna will throw some bullshit. But here we go, lethal tempo. So I fail engage on my support, and I'm utilizing lethal tempo. Here is a here is a bit of a. I should have positioned after Tristana jumped to cut off her escape. But let me try and get this locked onto myself. I do manage to land W, making her escape, but the wave seems to be in a decent position for me, ironically. I just need to push in this wave, this cannon wave, and it's actually a decent reset. Oh, I missed the cannon there. And boom, decent. Actually, not the worst start to the match. A kill, a fresh reset on a cannon wave that is stacked. And we move on. Now, I get refillable here. I got to see in replays if ADC players actually get refillable in this kind of matchup, right? In this matchup, it's not going to be a poke matchup. The whole concept of refillable is that I'm going to survive an all in and then recover my health back, which I don't really think is the case. You're going to see later on that I miss a pickaxe to buy. And here, I just forget. So there's tons of mistakes happening right now. I literally just lose my flash for free, forgetting that Pantheon has a inspiration tree second. But once again, look, a full health gauge. I flash immediately, right? I have to. I'm just gonna get absolutely destroyed. And now we infinite trade, and I have a center, meaning that's a lot of sustained damage. So it's not the worst trading on earth. Now, if Senna walks up and does things here, it's huge. But we got a Senna, right, that's full HP versus a Pantheon at half HP, and we're losing priority somehow. But this is the life of support, right? But we've got Karthus here. There's a life of playing bot lane. Extremely safe player. This is the thing about ADC, right? Sometimes you're gonna be playing with players that are full HP and full mana, and choose to play it 1,000 yards back. She could be throwing pokes. That's the thing about this role, right? Especially with like enchanters, they can literally do nothing all game and outscale their opponents. So it just promotes like a very low IQ play style. But it is what it is. If you're playing with enchanters that don't want to play the game and just want to scale, you just have to adapt to it. There was a few good engages earlier on. So here the tempo is off. So let's see this Tristana's reset. So Tristana utilizes the massive pressure he gets on Karthus and stuff, just like being secure, and also Senna conceding ground when Pantheon is half HP. But moving on, push, push, push. So here I get the crash right, or at least I'm gonna lose some stuff, but it's definitely not worth being down a BF sword. But because I brought a refillable, I'm actually at like something like 1,150 goals. So it's super awkward for me. And I'm pretty sure like the only thing available to me is like a crit cloak when I'm going young tower or something. Can't remember. So I actually opt to stay, which is kind of sad. Now, if I'm Tristana here, I want to abuse this BF sword advantage. But that's the thing. He has a BF sword advantage, and yet he chooses to roam. But he does level 6, so I guess it's worth. And look at that, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's mistakes on other ends, right? like BF sword advantage not being utilized, I get a free crash. And I have the BF sword now. But pretty simple dynamic. My CS is doing good. My wave clear breakpoints is better than Tristana despite her getting priority. Yeah. There's only so much I can call out. But yeah, we're just like looking for poke, really. But now that Pantheon's so chunked out, we could possibly like look to perma crash and abuse like double range versus melee. I mean, this is just a very terrible invade. But do get some plates, do get a decent crash. So this fight was actually kind of decent. So another thing I want to possibly note when I'm playing Jinx versus Pantheon, man, you gotta layer the CC. You gotta press the E. He jumps on you, gets E'd. Press the slow, and it's like a 90% slow. So once you tag all these things together, no matter what point you're in the game, you're going to be able to escape. I mean, look at my W is up. I use my barrier on the Carthus song. I kite with my range. All Senna has to do is turn. I don't know if this got how long Pantheon E is. 18-second cooldown. I mean, yeah, obviously, if this character could use it like 2 times in a fight, it'd just be way too broken. Guarantee my ult. Kite out the Tristana. Boom. And that Pantheon was just like over sending it. But continuing on. Get this plate and then base. But yeah, nothing. I mean, as expected out of a good replay, there's nothing really to comment on, right? Because my resets are good. I'm 2 kills, 1 assist. I'm in an excellent position. Now we did mention some mistake, but it still was a good one. Like I really cannot argue with this performance. Yeah, this Tristana just refused to use W for some reason. Here I get absolutely demolished. Like the only thing I could possibly imagine is like flash R auto attack. That does not do anything. And I'm just dead. But it just goes to show like if that's Pike, if that's Pantheon, if that's any kind of damage dealer, like you can't jump on this, unfortunately. So that was a decent mistake. Just getting baited completely, giving a shutdown for no reason. Only 100 gold, but in a different context, it could be game losing. Pantheon Roman. Our goal is just a our goal is just a constant push and try and poke the hell out of her. Now, if I'm playing, this is a strange context where if you double push like this, you're basically just giving her like free solo XP for no reason. So you have to make sure that you're trying to do damage, but she does get poked, and I am willing to trade a turret shot just to get auto attacks on her. And she did. Yeah. That was basically the iconic ADC mistake of like dying for caster minions. Like the wave isn't even here yet and she's getting hit. When you're alone like this, you give up caster minions, let alone like actually just show up like this. Continuing on. Turret plates have fallen. Syndra is still midline. Don't really think she wants to be removed from midline. So let's just keep pushing. Now, when you're pushing this far, you got to think about maximum rewards, like getting camps. Here, Malzahar just ints like crazy. Free stuff. Look on the map. Look on the map, we see Tristana, we see Karthus, we see Pantheon. So who and Smolder's there, so we know where they are. We're absolutely safe to get this. We're still safe to get this next wave. And also, I think enemy camp, which I should be getting. Yep. This is maximum rewards PvE, and this guy just ints. Another int, man. This is just like an extremely good interaction. Extremely good interaction. I mean, that's basically game losing interaction for the enemy team. Into a dragon. But the raw amount of gold, XP, pressure, killing, like, it was just all excellent. And now I'm swapping mid lane because you want to. The center should be with me, but I push this far because I know Pantheon's top lane. Even if he ults me, it's like, well, he can't ult me. That's the whole point. I also know this guy doesn't have flash. I think maybe I don't actually. Tag. Now this is gold free, right? So why is this is the reason why Vladimir's here, right? Instead of being here, which is the logical thing, he's here, taking my golden XP. Now when you're in low elo, the thing to do is to adapt to this and immediately swap lanes. Why are we sharing golden XP? Like, we could possibly break the turret, but like, this is solo and gold XP just being wasted. And you're gonna see from this another extremely good interaction here. Extremely good interaction here. Multiple waves. I can over push for this turret. And here I see Smolder coming. So I'm looking to abuse this turret and try and kill him. So here he actually still disrespected me just enough to die here. Boom, 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 boom. I should have shot this ult off camera vision, and I think he would have died. But still decent damage. Catch, catch, catch. Auto, auto, auto. I mean, just there's nothing much to say, right? Because it's just a good ass game. a bit of a troll getting killed here, but so here's what I mean by the Pantheon interaction. So Pantheon ults me. I immediately press E on myself. He gets trapped. I press W. I look to go full max range rockets. Too close. He gets an empowered Q and I'm dead. So that's how the Pantheon interaction should be. But I'm dead. So here's a little fight that I 100% could play better. This is actually unironically kind of troll from the smolder. Because once again, I'm going to get free farm and free XP. I heard from a VOD review, right, that the only reason you should take an inhib is because it's going to lead to like something like Soul, something like Baron. As you can see, I can't quite see when the dragons are going to be spawning or something. But I don't see a Baron, I don't see a third Soul. So this inhib is decently troll. What you don't want to see after you take an inhib is a extreme late game ADC 6 items Exodia farming inhib minions uncontested, approaching a tier 2 turret. So here I'm wondering if I can actually beat Smolder. And I'm looking at his items and they look more early game oriented than me. Plus, I don't have barrier or something. Free Atakan. Go into my soul. Once again, free resources. Free resources again. Tier 2 turret. I mean, this was interesting. So here, I managed to tag. I aim for Tristana and get Smolder. I land my ult. Tap. Hit. 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 Am I going to commit to this? 100%. That's two. That's 2 kills for one person. 100%. Now looking at my shutdown gold, I'm even worth only 150. This is 100% worth it. Now, on some extreme mechanical stuff, right? I could possibly place my E here and look to Kai out Malzahar. This E was not good. And then I see Pantheon. I don't have my E. I'm pretty dead. When I see Pantheon, maybe I could do like a W and abuse the 90% slow and Kai him at full max range. I mean, getting hit by a turret shot is definitely it. But if Malzahar is willing to flash an R, that is, yeah, I'll take that. Because 100% was just willing to just die. And I'm dead. More resources, more gold. Now we're approaching Baron timer. Win the team fight, get Baron with my extreme amount of resources. Here I tried to snipe him. Aiming down mid lane, obviously, usually that hits, right? But I was just unfortunate him being on the other side of the lane. And let's see. When a Jinx is this fed, you basically sneeze and you win the team fight. 1, 2. Oh. We got somewhere. And Karth is insta me for some reason. This is a free Baron. But also we see Pantheon, we get to kill him. Here it is casually into us, and that should be a free Baron. It's not as free. So here I know Malzahar has no flash because he entered trying to kill someone already dying. So that's the problem with Malzahar. The champ is designed to have insane CS per minute, but he's extremely short range. He's balanced around it. You have to kite him out. I simply run away from him and he can't touch me, and then he gets caught by Nunu or anybody that exists. He even walks into the trap. And reset. I think Baron's the priority here. I am duo queuing, but I think we get both. I'm pretty sure we get both. I mean, especially with Nunu, like, we're gonna get Baron. And immediately look to sideline. Man, this is like, there's no assassins in the game, man. So this is just like, and also no one that can actually 1v1 me. So this is how you tempo it up. Look to grab Krugs. Malzahar lets me get a free turret for some reason. I mean, there's nothing really much to say about this game, right? I'm going to cut it here because we know it's a win, basically. We get Soul as well eventually. But I hope you guys enjoyed ADC, Learning ADC episode 3.